Hi YouTube folks, I'm teacher Regy Safadão, and today we are going to talk about the wood problems involving pipes. Are you ready? So, come with me! Hi YouTube people, I'm teacher Regy Safadão, and this is a special class a friend of mine asked me to prepare and to give. And so, let's see. This is our opening. Our channel is Channel of Mathematics Without Frontiers. And here we have classes of physics, mathematics, and English in two versions. One version in English and the other version in Portuguese. All right? It should be very nice if you could visit our channel there in Portuguese. Okay? Well, so today we are going to talk about wood problems on pipes and water tanks. Okay? So let's see in this method for solution. Well, suppose this is a water tank and this is pipe 1. And also we have a larger pipe than pipe 1. It is pipe 2. And we have a drain D. Okay? So this tank will be filled with water. Okay, well, I can give you 2 tips in order to understand and to do any of these questions, okay, wood problems about this subject. Well, tip number 1 is you have to add the pipes that fill the tank, all right? So every a fraction about pipes are positive, so you have to add them. And tip number 2 is you have to subtract the drains that empty the water tank. Okay, so if you have fractions with pipes, they are positive. All right, and if you have fractions with drains, they are negative. All right, so let's do this in practice. We can form this equation. 1 over T is 1 over P1 plus 1 over P2, okay, pay attention that P1 and P2 are positive fractions, all right, because they fill the tank with water, all right, and the drain is negative, okay. Let me get a laser pointer here. You can see 1 over P1, why? Because it is positive, because P1 is pipe 1, all right? And P2 is also positive because P2 is also a pipe. And this is a drain, okay? So a drain empties the tank, okay? So it must be negative. All right, well, let's see this in practice. Let's apply the formula in practice, okay? We can adapt the formula according to our problem, okay? Let's see. So wood problems on pipes and the water tank. Let's see question number 1. Okay, wood problem number 1. A tank has a tap able to fill it in 4 hours. It also has a drain able to empty it completely in 6 hours. Being the tank empty and the tap and the drain working together, how long will it take to fill the tank completely? So let's see a figure with a tap. This is step 1. It fills the tank in 4 hours, and the drain, it empties the tank in 6 hours, okay? So we can prepare our equation like this. 1 over T is 1 over T1, positive, because this is the tap, okay? Minus 1 over D, okay? This is negative because this fraction here is about the drain. All right, well, so let's replace the values. Okay, so we have now 1 over T is 1 over 4 because this is step 1, and step 1 is fills the tank in 4 hours, minus 1 over 6, okay, because this is drain. The drain empties the tank in 6 hours. Now let's calculate the LCM, all right, of 4 and 6. here we have the LCM of 4 and 6 is 12. So we can replace, and our equation becomes like this. Okay, now we have here the LCM, 12. Okay, now see what we are going to do. We are going to divide and then multiply. Okay, so 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Okay, minus, and go 1. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, now let's operate. 3 minus 2 is 1. So our equation becomes like this. 1 over t is 1 over 12. And now we can multiply in cross like this. Okay, 1 times t is t. 1 times 12 is 12. So our answer is t is 12 hours. So our tank will be completely filled with water in 12 hours. All right, so it was question number 1. Let's go to question number 2. Okay, we have 6 questions to be solved. Question number 2. There are 2 pipes on a cistern. The first one, working alone, fills it in 3 hours. The second one, also working alone, fills it in 6 hours. How much time will both pipes together fill this cistern? Okay, a figure. So we have pipe 1 in 3 hours. It works in 3 hours. Pipe 2, it works in 6 hours. All right, see, you can see that pipe 1 is larger than pipe 2. Okay, and 1 over t is 1 over pipe 1 plus 1 over pipe 2. Okay, see, both are pipes, so both are positive. Okay, we have no drains, so we have no negative fractions. Okay, so now let's replace the values P1 and P2. Okay, doing this, we have that P1 is 3 and P2 is 6. And now calculating the LCM of 3 and 6, we find 6. All right, so we can do this. 1 over t is, well, here we have the denominator 6. And now how can we find the numerators? 6 divided by 3 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, plus 6 divided by 6 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Now do this addition. 2 plus 1 is 3. So it becomes like this. 1 over t is 3 over 6. Okay, now I multiply in cross this way. 3 times t is 3t. 1 times 6, sorry, 3 times t is 3t. 1 times 6 is 6. Okay, it was okay. So 3t is 6. Now this number 3 here, which is multiplying, comes to the right side of the equation dividing. So we have that t is 6 divided by 3. That is 2. So this tank will be completely, this cistern will be completely filled with water in 2 hours. Okay, go. Let's go to question number 3. Question 3. There are 2 inlet pipes, P1 and P2, and an outlet pipe D in a pool. Pipe 1 can fill it in 3 hours and pipe 2 in 4 hours. The outlet pipe can drain it in 6 hours, working all together and the pool being empty. How long will it take to fill it completely? So, a figure of a pool. Okay, pipe 1 can fill it in 3 hours. Pipe 2 can fill it in 4 hours. And drain D, okay, can empty it in 6 hours. So pay attention, we have pipe 1 and pipe 2, so both are going to be positive, and the drain is going to be negative. All right, do not forget this. This is the main point. Okay, so here we have 1 over t is positive 1 over P1 plus, okay, so it is also positive 1 over P2 minus 1 over D. Okay, it is negative because this is the drain. You see? Very good. So let's replace the values. P1, P2, and D. P1 is 3, P2 is 4, and D is 6. Now we can calculate the LCM of 3, 4, and 6, which is 12. Okay, so let's write 12 here, down here. Okay, now we are going to divide and multiply. Come on, do it with me. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 4 times 1 is 4. All right, plus 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Okay, minus 12 divided by 6 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, now let's calculate. Please do it with me. 4 plus 3 is 7. And 7 minus 2 is 5. So our equation becomes like this. 1 over T is 5 over 12. Okay, now we can multiply in cross. Okay, like this. 5 times T is 5T. 1 times 12 is 12. So we have this. 5 times T is 12. And now T is 12 divided by 5. Oh, this division is not exactly, okay, it's not exact. So let me move my image. And let's open here. Let's open a blackboard, okay? So, and now let's do the division right here on the right side. Okay, so 12 divided by 5. See, I have 12 hours, and I'm going to divide it by 5. Well, 12 divided by 5 is 2. Okay, 2 hours. But when I say 2 times 5 is 10. You can see? Minus 10, in fact, because I'm going to subtract right now. Okay, so 12 minus 10 is 2 hours. So it is very easy to understand. 12 hours divided by 5 is 2 hours, but I still have 2 hours in the remainder, okay? So I cannot divide 2 hours by 5, but I can turn from hour to minutes, okay? So how I'm going to turn from hour to minute, okay? I have to multiply this remainder, 2 hours, I have to multiply it by 6 minutes, like this. So I'm going to multiply. 2 times 60 is 120. Now I have 2 hours, I have in minutes, okay? So it is 120 minutes. Now I can go on dividing, see, now in minutes. 120 minutes divided by 5, it is 24 minutes, okay? Now, see, 24 times 5 is 120. All right, so subtracting 120 minus 120, it is 0. So now the division is done, and the result is right here, 2 hours and 24 minutes. So this pool is going to be filled with water in 2 hours and 24 minutes. All right, so pay attention about these kind of questions that you have to turn from hour to minutes, and sometimes even to seconds. All right, well, let's see question number 4. Good. An aquarium has 3 pipes. Working alone, the first one can fill it in 9 hours. The second one can do it in 12 hours, and the third one in 18 hours. How much time can all of them fill this aquarium working together? Let's see. So suppose this is the aquarium. Okay, there is pipe 1 that fills it with water in 9 hours. Pipe 2 that fills it alone in 12 hours. And pipe 3 that can fill it alone in 18 hours. Okay, there are no drains, so only positive fractions. I have 1 over T is 1 over pipe 1 plus 1 over pipe 2 plus 1 over pipe 3. I have only positive fractions. Why? Because all of them are pipes. I have no drains. Well, let's replace the values. Pipe 1, 9. Pipe 2, 12. Pipe 3, 18. So I have 1 over T is 1 over 9 plus 1 over 12 plus 1 over 18. Okay, let's calculate the LCM of 9, 12, and 18. That's going to be 36. Okay, now I'm going to write this way. And now let's calculate the numerators. Divide and multiply. Always like this. Okay, so 36 divided by 9 is 4. 4 times 1 is 4. Okay, plus 36 divided by 12 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Okay, plus again, 36 divided by 18 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, please help me in this addition. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. Now our equation becomes like this. 1 over T is 9 over 36. Let's multiply in cross this way. 9 times T is 90T. 1 times 36 is 36. So 90T is 36. 9, which is multiplying, comes to the right side of the equation, dividing. So T is 36 divided by 9. That is 4. So this tank, is it a tank? Aquarium. So this aquarium is going to be filled with water in 4 hours. Okay, let's go to question 5. Question 5. Leaving drain 1, D1 open, a water tank will be empty in 6 hours. Leaving drain D2 open, it will be empty in 4 hours. And opening the tap T1, the tank will fill in 2 hours. How much time will this water tank fill if we open the tap and both drains at the same time? Let's see the water tank. Okay, there is a drain on the left and another drain on the right. Okay, they are different in size. You can see D1 is different of D2, drain 2, and there is a tap. Okay. Okay, T1 can fill it in 2 hours. So pay attention. I have one tap. Okay, so it's going to be positive, and both drains are going to be negative. All right, let's go and see. 1 over T is 1 over T1, it is positive. 1 over D2, D1, it is negative. Minus 1 over D2. You see, both drains are negative because they empty the water tank. Okay, now let's replace the values. 1 over T is 1 over 2 minus 1 over 6 minus 1 over 4. Now let's calculate the LCM of 2, 4, and 6. That is 12. Okay, now let's go ahead. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 times 1 is 6. Minus 12 divided by 6 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Okay? Minus 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Now let's operate. 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. Now our equation is 1 over T is 1 over 12. Okay, let's multiply in cross. 1 times T is T. 1 times 12 is 12. Okay, so this water tank will be filled with water in 12 hours. Okay, well, let's go to our last question. Question number 6. two inlet pipes, P1 and P2, working together, fill a tank in 10 hours, okay? Alone, one of them fills this tank in 15 hours. How long will the other pipe fill the same tank, also working alone? Well, this word problem is a bit different from the others, but it is not impossible to be calculated. Let's do this. We have to understand the situation. So pipe 1 fills this tank working alone, fills this tank with water in 15 hours. Pipe 2 fills this tank working alone in hours. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna find it, okay? But one thing I know, I think that working together, pipe 1 and pipe 2, pipe 1 plus pipe 2, so working together, they fill this tank in 10 hours. Okay, the problem gave me this point. So I know about this. Well, but so if they together, working together, they fill this tank in 10 hours, so the problem gave me already T, the total time that the tank will be filled with water, okay? So it is already T, so T is 10 hours. Let's see, I have no drains, so I have only positive fractions. See, 1 over T is 1 over pipe 1 plus 1 over pipe 2. This pipe 2 here, I want to calculate. This is the value I want to look for, okay? So T, I know T is 10 hours. Let's replace. You see, 1 over 10 is 1 over 15 plus 1 over P2. P2 is the value I want to find, okay? So, yeah, let's calculate the LCM of 15 and P2. Well, I can. This is algebra, so I can. The LCM of 15 and P2 is 15 P2, okay? So let's replace right there. See, I have 1 over 10, that is something here I'm gonna find, and this is 15 P2. Let's divide and multiply. 15 P2 divided by 15, it is P2. P2 times 1 is P2, okay? And 15 P2 divided by P2 is 15. 15 times 1 is 15, okay, plus 15. All right, now see, 1 times 15 P2 is 15 P2. Yeah, it is here. 10 times P2 plus 15, I'm going to organize like this. Okay, and now I'm going to repeat 15 P2, and now I'm going to multiply. 10 is going to multiply both P2 and 15, this way. 10 times P2 is 10 P2. Okay, now plus and plus is plus, and 10 times 15 is 150. Okay, now I have that 10 P2, okay, is similar to 15 P2, okay, because both are P2. So I'm going to move 10 P2 to the right side of the equation. It was positive, now it's going to come negative. So I have that 15 P2 minus 10 P2 is 150. Okay, now I can operate this because they are similar terms. Okay, so 15 P2 minus 10 P2 is 5 P2. Okay, so 5 P2 is 150. And this 5 here, okay, is going to come to the right side of the equation, dividing. So P2 is 150 divided by 5. And I can do this division, and I know that P2 is 30 hours, okay? So working alone, this pipe, okay, this inlet pipe P2, okay, can fill this tank in 30 hours, okay? Well, my friends, thank you very much for watching our video until the end, okay? Well, don't forget to subscribe our channel, to share this video with everybody you love, your friends, your classmates, your neighbors, okay, your siblings, everybody you love, okay? And of course, give us your like. It is quite very important for us. This is your teacher, Regy Safadão, wishing you an excellent week. Bye-bye.
That's all, folks.